Great day, everyone. This is Dr. AJ, the collegepreneur, and I provide strategies, tips, and tricks to help you to be capable, competent, and ready for college. I, over the years, college was a struggle for me. I won't even lie. I was in school for 12 years. And they say that's a long time to be in school. Yeah, but I have 3 degrees. So, in combination with obtaining those 3 degrees, it took me 12 years. And I've been successful, but it was some struggle. It was some crying, some tears, some ups and some downs. I also now I teach um I'm a professor in college. I've been teaching for 8 years now. And throughout my time, I can say from um, being a freshman in college all the way up to now, I've had several either friends and students that the parents just didn't have money for college. I remember I was in my, I would say it was in my junior year of college, and she was my roommate at times. And she's my actually, we're still best friends. Matter of fact, I've been knowing her since I was 4 years old, and we were best friends. And I remember I had came I just got a class, came into the room, was getting ready for the weekend. I think it was going it was a big weekend in our college. I don't remember if it was homecoming, but something big was going on. And so we already had the weekend planned. And I know I walked into the room, and my best friend was like literally on the floor in tears, and our other friends, the way our dorm was set up, we call them suite mates because we had bathrooms in between, like a Jack and Jill bathroom in between our room, and we hung out with our suite mates. So our suite mates were at in our room, and some other friends, and I mean, she was just like literally just bawling, and I said, "Hey, what's wrong?" And she said, "I'm leaving. I got to leave. I don't have any more money for school. I'm not going to be able to graduate." And we were in our junior year of college. And she was like, the loan that she had, her parents had to, some loan her parents helped pay for. And they was like, they didn't have any more money to give her. And she was devastated. And she had pretty good grades. She had some grant money and some scholarships, but it wasn't enough to carry the whole tuition. We went to a private institution, and it's kind of like one of the highest private institutions that we went to. That was in Florida at the time, and so she was like devastated. And when she told me news, I was devastated because that was my dog, that was my ace, that was my ace boon coon, that was my ride or die. You we were in two different majors, but when we didn't have class, we would eat together and everything. You would see, if you see one, you saw the other. And so that always bothered me over the years. And then, I would talk as I gotten older. I got through my 3 degrees. Still same issues with other friends. Then I started teaching college. I saw that it was definitely really a issue that these students were working several jobs to pay for their education, and they just know where to go. They didn't know where to go, and the money's available. The money is, and I've seen with working in a college setting, administration, because I was working in administration at one point. I saw that there was money available, but they weren't telling anybody. You had to ask. If parents asked or student asked, then they offered the information. Other than that, then they offered the information. And I thought that was terrible. So I said, when I got into a place where I was able to pay for it and help others or help students that want to go to college, or parents that want their child to go to college, their student wanted to go to college and just didn't have the money, I would provide and connect them to the resources to help them get their money. So that would be a financial stress reliever for them. So financial aid is available. If your child is in high school, one of the best ways to get school paid for. Now, this is not an option that I have children that I want my children to take, but this should be your last resort. If you definitely don't have any money for your child to go to school. There's no possible way they get scholarships or grants to go to school. Even if they're loans and they'll take out loans and the loans won't cover it, then I suggest they go through the junior ROTC. All colleges and universities in the United States have a junior ROTC program. They get in the program, monies are made available to help them with their college experience. That means tuition, room and board, books. Not only that, when they graduate from college and they decide to pursue a pseudo career in the military outside of what they went to school for, they will go in as an officer. That's one. Two, your child has very good grades, then they need to apply for scholarships and grants. How can you find a scholarship or grants? Go to the, I would say, go to the guidance counselor at your school, or you have your parents. Parents, listen to me good. Go to the guidance counselor at the school and get a list of all of the scholarships that's available. I don't care if and stay on them. Get all the list of the scholarships. Then also, if you every town has a local college. Go to the local college. They have a TRIO program. It's TRIOS program. It's a government funded program. Go to that program and sit down and talk to the director of that program and ask what scholarships and grants are available for students that really don't have any money getting to college. They have a whole list of resources. They know who to talk to. They even know what certain programs to get into in order for to get money paid, or to get their college paid. Now, 3, at the age of 18, because some parents don't want to give up their information for financial aid, which is their income information. Have your child go independent. Have your child go independent. That assures that they will get almost enough money to qualify them to go to college. Also, if you're a minority, that's a good way to get a scholarship. If you're a minority, especially if for example, if you considering going to HBCU, more than likely you won't get any money for being black, but you'll get money for being a woman. Yes. Now, don't take this personally. Any white person that doesn't have any money for school and doesn't have any problem being around black folk and going to a black college, I say apply for their minority scholarship. Most black colleges have a minority scholarship, and apply for it because you are a minority in African American school. So I say that's one way to apply. For all my Caucasians, all my Hispanics, my Asians, anybody that's not African American, apply to black school and apply for the minority scholarship. Okay. If that works and you're going independent, also see what work study is available. You got work. There's always work study available where you can work off your tuition. You can work off your tuition. And so I did work study. I say for a semester in college. I think I did one semester of work study, and I worked at a front office in my dorm. But you can, a lot of times they'll ask you what your choices. They'll give you 3 prefaces of where you want to work in the college, and you can work off your college tuition. That is a great way to save money on financial aid. Now, sometimes you don't always get paid depending on your award letter and your financial aid that is awarded. However, if you're able to work more hours and is over and above, then you could get some money that will kind of help with, if you want to go, go out, if you have a car and gas, whatever extra stuff that you want to do besides, um, going to school. So that is a good way, work study. But my greatest thing is get your grades up. If you are in high school, if you're in your last year of school, you need to be having a 3 point. So at least if they have like a partial scholarship, do a partial scholarship. You know what? I'm advocate. Get your kids in sports. If they are in ninth grade, have your kid in some type of sport. Why? Because most schools are going to offer some type of scholarship, and it could be out. The lowest I've seen is $500 all the way up to full tuition. And that's starting from, you got golf, you got baseball, you got volleyball, they got swimming, chess, debate team, um, even cheerleading, and football and basketball. But aside from that, you have cheerleading and lacrosse, and because my friend got one for lacrosse. Also, band. You can get, and I was in a band partially. I was in a band for college, so you even they give band scholarships, and sometimes it's a full ride. So that's what I mean when you pair your child for college, and you think about the finances. Think about things that they can get into while they're in high school. So whether either if it's band or it's track, something extracurricular, because that will offset the cost for college. That were off, and your child will be grateful once they get out of college. You don't have to pay um, none of the loans back, or a partial of those loans. And so those are some of the best options provided that can be done for college, as far as finances, um, because it's not cheap. College is not cheap. Now, it's cheaper just putting a bug in your ear. If your child does not have the best of grades, but they want to go to college, they don't have the best of grades, have them start at a community college. It's much more inexpensive, much more inexpensive, and that can help your pocket. And then once they get their grades up, then have them transfer. You'll save a few $1,000s for them going to a community college. And you, who knows your child best, is you. Because I know if it was for me having good grades, my parents wouldn't have let me go off to college. They were already saying I had basically two choices. That was Columbus State, which is a community college, and Ohio State University. And I didn't want to go to both, but my grades were really good, so my parents really didn't deny me for going off to college. And I was a pretty well behaved teenager. And so that really helped. But if you know your child and you know they're mentally not ready, don't send them off to a 4 year university. That's not right there locally. Because they also got to show you that they can handle being away. Because you do have some you just can't handle. Just can't handle the extra responsibility of being away and being independent. So those are some really good ways that can get you money for college. But what you got to do, you have to take action. You have to take action. And not aside from the parents, I'm talking to you young people. You keep telling your parents and your parents are not doing it. You have to do it. So that means you go nag your guidance counselor. Ask them for all of the information that's needed to get scholarships and grants to get in college. Also, most most schools might have college and career fairs. Make sure you participate in that, because they have information on financial aid with that also. So make sure you just get involved. Make sure you stay alert with what things and what resources that they have, and how you do that. Two best places to get those information: your church and your guidance counselor at school. So I'm glad I was able to help you today with those tips and those strategies and those tricks to make you capable, competent, and ready for college. Follow me I really want you to follow me. I ask for you to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Facebook. You'll find all those links below. Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, Twitter. Follow me, connect with me. Have any more assistance that you need, email me at imcollegebounddraj@gmail.com. imcollegebounddraj@gmail.com. I pray for good fortune in everything that you do and for your good health, that your everyday affairs prospers as well as your soul. Have a wonderful day.